is going on in your life. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. I can have a contempt hearing, and I can hold you in contempt and slap you with 180 days every single time you get into a car and drive. Do you understand? If you drove here, you are not allowed to drive home. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
On one ankle, I'm going to put a scram monitor so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. You consume alcohol, you smoke any dope, I'm going to put you in jail. Right now, I'm going to send you for a drug and alcohol test because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. Like I said, you're also on probation for a felony DWI. It's very possible they file another motion to revoke your probation. I'm going to have you come up here, swear test that you're not going to drive. I'm going to have you sign a recent Victoria. You're going to get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and I'm going to have you come back after your drug test. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're not to use, consume marijuana, anything, and I'm going to test you regularly so I know that you're not using. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Come on. Yeah. Yes.
Next is 4, Connor, come on up.
Felicia, in the assault, no contact with the complaining witness and no weapons as well, in addition to all the other ones. You are Joshua Connor. Mr. Connor, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. I'm showing that this case is 361 days old. Mr. Connor, your case is 361 days old, and I'm giving you 2 weeks to have a lawyer. And when you come back, we're going to set your case for trial. Do you understand? If you ever take off on me again, I'm going to triple, if not maybe quadruple your bond. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand? Okay. No alcohol, no drugs. I'm ready to set this case for trial. You've taken off on us repeatedly. Your case is 361 days old. We set cases for trial at 180 days. Have a lawyer when you come back, because the next setting, I'm telling you what's going to happen. Do you understand? You see if he has a Texas driver license. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care if you have a baby that's born and you got to rush to the hospital. If you don't have a license and liability insurance, do not drive. Do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
So Felicia, normal bond conditions, please. And then Vic, 2 weeks. And next plea is trial or plea. Next setting. Come on.
All right, Judge, next is page 5. Curtis, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Curtis. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Officers were dispatched to a Holiday Inn in Harris County, Texas in response to a disturbance. The caller reported that 2 white males left the property, one in an F-150 and one in a Mitsubishi. When the officer arrived, he observed the Mitsubishi, which matched the description given in the parking lot, headed towards a nearby road. The officer initiated a traffic stop and made contact with the driver, the defendant. The officer asked the defendant if he was involved in a physical disturbance, and the defendant stated yes, that him and another individual got into a physical fight, and that he got into his car to separate himself and calm down. The defendant stated he was heading towards a gas station when he was stopped by the officer. While speaking to the defendant, the officer observed an odor of alcoholic beverage, glossy eyes, and slurred speech. The defendant admitted to drinking 2 beers, and standard field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 0 out of 8, one leg stand 0 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to breath. The results were 0.103 and 0.113.
And the stop was for what?
They had a call about a disturbance, and the vehicle he was in matched the description given by the caller about individuals involved in that disturbance, and they pulled the vehicle over to inquire about that disturbance.
How do we know it has anything to do with him?
They
Just a
provided,
vehicle. What's going on? What's the disturbance?
what we have is that in regard to that disturbance, they were given a specific description of the vehicle, and he was asked about it, and he admitted to being involved in that disturbance when the officer encountered the vehicle.
I'm going to find probable cause for now, Mr. Curtis. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. Can you run his license, please? See if he has a valid license. What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a contractor. I'm
What
trying
kind
to
of
actually start my own business.
Do you have an income right now?
Yes, sir.
What kind of income do you make a month?
It just really depends. Right now, work's slow, so I've been raking leaves, trying to get anything I can to make the bills. I have 3 kids, my own house, and I'm a pregnant wife, so I'm trying to just provide.
I'm going to apply for an appointed lawyer.
Yes, sir.
And give him an application. I'm going to give you an application. I'm going to have you talk to someone today. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria.
He's eligible, Your Honor.
Don't drive unless you have insurance as well, car insurance. I'm making it a condition of your bond. Don't consume alcohol, don't consume illegal drugs, and then you'll be fine with us.
Yes, sir.
Don't be a danger to my public. All right, come on.
All right, Judge, next is page 6. Deleon, come on up.
That's Curtis. On page, top of page 5. You married De Leon? Ms. De Leon, you were charged with failure to stop and give information. Yes. Don't say anything. All I'm telling you is what you're charged with. We have to do probable cause. I want to know what happened with the case to see whether we go forward or not. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Do you understand what's going on? Okay.
Yes, Judge. The officer was dispatched to a crash in Harris County, Texas, and upon arrival, the defendant was blocked in a parking spot by the complainant. The complainant told the officer that she was driving when the defendant attempted to pass her and struck her vehicle. The defendant initially stopped, but when the complainant approached her, the defendant drove away without providing information. The defendant could not drive far due to traffic and turned into a nearby parking lot. The complainant followed and honked her horn at the defendant, trying to get her to stop. The defendant refused and nearly hit another vehicle while trying to get away from the complainant. The officer observed multiple other places that the defendant could have stopped to exchange information before the location. The complainant approximated damages at $2,000.
Okay. Ms. De Leon, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Do you see if she has a valid Texas driver's license, please?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Do not drive unless you have car insurance, ma'am. I'm making that a condition of your bond. Do you understand?
I do have insurance.
Okay. What do you do for a living, ma'am?
I'm not working right now.
Would you like a lawyer then?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Let me see if I need you to fill out an application for me, and then I'll see whether you qualify. Assuming you do, we'll provide you a lawyer today. Okay, ma'am?
Sorry.
Please.
All right, Judge, next is page 7. Lynn, come on up. Can you see if you look at the financial
Yeah, I'll grant all of them. you guys need help today?
Oh, yes, we do. Those are just some things.
Okay, so just tell me if you want, I can come by around 10:30.
No, Judge Clinton's
Oh,
is covering this today. These are just from Tuesday.
got it, okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Have a good
Of
day,
course.
sir.
You too.
Happy New Year.
You too?
Thank you.
You Corey Glenn?
Sir.
Mr. Glenn, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to 6 months, I'm sorry, up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Yes, Judge. The officer was dispatched to a minor crash on metro tracks, and when the officer arrived, they observed the defendant stumbling, yelling at other officers, making unclear statements, and acting incoherently. The officers believe the defendant may have been intoxicated due to bloodshot, glassy eyes and slurred speech, and the defendant was initially detained for DWI investigation, however, was transported to the hospital due to not being able to stand on his own. During a vehicle inventory, the officers located a firearm on the left side of the driver's seat, unholstered.
Where was it again?
It was on the left side of the driver's seat, unholstered.
So what happened with the DWI? They're going to file it?
DWI was not filed, Your Honor.
Mr. Glenn, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run his license, please?
Yes, Judge.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Your Honor is not eligible.
You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. Mr. Glenn, I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 kids. If you don't have a license and car insurance, do not drive. Go to DPS, find out what you need to do, get your license, get it back, and I'll take this off. But until this point, if I find that you drive, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand? We are going to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'll have you meet with Fleischer for your bond conditions, and then you'll be headed out there. When you come back, please have a lawyer, sir. Please. All right, come on.
All right, Judge, next is page 12. Top of page 12, Laura Jose.
Hi, good morning. Jose, Laura, come up. Oh,
Mr. My client, he is actually in ICE custody.
okay.
So we're set for arraignment today, but I'm here to ask for a very small reset, and I don't think the state is opposed to that. I also represent him in immigration proceedings. We have a bond hearing on the 9th.
Do you have some kind of proof that he's actually in?
I do.
Come show me, and then,
Yeah.
so of course, come on up. Great. You can have as much time as you want. So if you want 30 days, you can have 30 days. If you want just when he bonds out, if he bonds out, he's got to be here the next day so we can do conditions and then we're happy.
Thank you.
So whatever day you want, I'm fine. Okay, yes, ma'am, please.
All right, Judge, next is page 12, Martinez, come on up.
Good morning, Ms. Martinez. Sir, you were charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The officers were dispatched to a disturbance at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officers made contact with the defendant and a witness, the defendant's boyfriend. The officers observed the defendant to be highly intoxicated, and the officer tried to ask the witness what happened, and the defendant continuously interrupted and would not allow the witness to speak to the officer. The officer then temporarily detained the defendant, and the witness stated that he and the defendant were eating dinner with the witness's friend, the complainant. The defendant began to get hostile towards the witness and the complainant during dinner, and the complainant decided to leave and go home. The complainant lives 2 streets over from the witness. After the complainant left, the defendant took the witness's keys to his vehicle and stated, "I'm going to find that bitch and teach that old bitch a lesson." The witness then called the complainant to tell her what the defendant said, and the complainant was afraid and then told her neighbor about the threat in case something happened. The defendant then called the witness 5 times in 3 minutes and texted her, "Outside your house, bitch." The complainant was in fear for her life due to the defendant's statements.
So the initial threat is just like an open threat, not made to,
It was
Actually,
correct. It was said to the witness, but then later he texted the complainant directly stating that he was outside her house.
give me a second. Hello? Okay. Which one is it? Yeah. Just text. Yeah, text me the number. Wait, and then I'll do it. All right, thanks. All right, for now, Mr. Martinez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. You know, in life, there are people, when they consume alcohol, they turn into like very jovial, fun, you know, and then there are people who develop horns and a tail when they start drinking. Don't drink. Do you understand? I'm making it a condition of your bond that you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And if I find that you do, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? No more PR bonds for you. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons. Do you understand your bond conditions?
Yes, Your Honor.
How old are you, sir? Do you have an income? What do you do for a living?
I manage the inventory for PetSmart.
Okay. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, sir?
It depends. I mean,
What kind of money do you make a month?
it fluctuates. It's not really like, I don't, my checks go up and down depending on how many hours we work.
I need to know exactly how much you make if you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. So I can send you home with an application if you'd like. You can fill one out here, but I need to know exactly how much money you want to make. Otherwise, you'll be required to go hire a lawyer. So look, what do you want to try to apply for a lawyer, or do you want to go out and hire a lawyer?
I could apply for one. I don't know.
Okay, I need you to be honest on the application. This is an affidavit that you're filling out. So be honest. I need to know everything about you. How much money you have in the bank, what kind of car you drive,
I don't have
stocks.
a car. I don't drive.
Just what I'm telling you is I need to know everything about you. How much money you have in the bank, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, information of this nature, and then I'll see whether you qualify. Okay? Stephen will give you an application. They'll have you sign a reset. You're going to meet with Felicia for your bond conditions, and then we'll take a look at the application. Please.
All right, Judge, next is page 13. Moreland, come on up.
Judge, are we on Moreland now? How are you? John Landers. Pleasure to see you.
Been a while.
It has been.
Great.
It's been a couple years,
Yeah.
actually.
What's new, man?
Not much. I was wondering, could we hold off on PC? I want the DA's office to speak with the complainant because there's a no contact current bond order. And I spoke to the complainant this morning and he would like that lifted. This is a family violence assault. case.
I'm happy to do it now,
Well,
but the only thing I need is Jim to verify.
I want them to verify first. I've given them the cell phone number. Mr. Scott is the DA on the case. He's got it now.
We got to do PC today, though.
I agree. Can I just?
A little bit later, I'm happy to do
Yes,
it.
sir. That's what I was-
Absolutely.
Okay.
Of course.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
So just take a seat. Do not leave, man. Okay? All right. So
Um,
just let me know when you're ready.
While we're here, can I ask, I know that you have the YouTube channel.
I'm not YouTubing anymore. I live stream like I do before, but I
She's a
don't,
Professional, she's worried about, you know.
I don't YouTube per se, but I live stream like we do back, like I did back in the old days.
Okay.
So,
No worries, Judge.
okay,
Thought I'd ask about that. I appreciate it. We'll hang tight then.
okay,
Thank you.
sure.
Judge, we have one that's a Spanish speaker. I've already texted for an interpreter.
Okay. Any more? Okay. Gary. What's up, buddy? Are you here on someone today? Happy New Year. Are you, come on. How are you? Me too. Who are we talking about? In custody?
Castillo? Noah?
Let's see. Let's do this. Find out with Victoria who's representing him, because I don't, do you see an application for an appointed lawyer on Musgrove by chance? No. If you want to see who that is, then we'll help you however you need. Okay. Greg.
Hey, Judge, how are you?
What's up, man?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So right now I got two cases. Looks like I'm getting appointments on the fugitive docket. I saw Amy was there if you want to do that. I also have Alejandro Martinez again today on docket.
What do you want to do first?
Amy's right there if she's ready. I haven't
Don't
spoken
talk.
to my guy yet, but so his name is, just so you know, Judge, it's last name Ogunleye, Oludare Ogunleye. He appears to have a fail to ID local case, and then he has the out-of-state fugitive warrant. I don't know if we need him brought out. I haven't talked to him yet.
I mean, he's got not made bond on the on the failure to ID, so we're kind of in a holding pattern.
Right. I think it's the 6th or the 7th.
He's actually with us on the 7th.
Set for the 7th in y'all's court.
But I saw something about it being transferred to court 2, maybe, or something, or was it transferred to y'all from court 2?
I don't know why, because I don't see any priors. Oh, I do see a transfer order. Hold on a second. What is it? Conflict of interest belongs in court 2 per intake supervisor.
What does that mean?
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Hi, Blossom. You got to give me a second. I have to do these Spanish arraignments real quick.
No problem, Judge. Just let me know. I'll be on standby here.
All right, Judge, ready for your Spanish arraignment?
Yeah.
All right.
Nice to see Alex.
Is this on
Docket, it's on the front page.
Chacones? Chacones, come up.
This is an arraignment. Please have a seat.
Does he has a lawyer, Vic?
Oh, he says he speaks English.
You speak English well? Good enough to understand?
Yes, sir.
Hey, do you have a lawyer?
I believe so. His name is Zuniga, Joel Zuniga, Noel Zuniga. They told me he was gonna be here.
Or Val Zuniga?
I got Noel Zuniga or David Preston.
Preston, hold on a second.
They told me somebody was gonna be here.
No office.
Oh. Is this not David's cell phone?
Get
Okay, this is Judge Fleischer from Court 5, and I have Mr. Traconis here. I'm wondering if Mr. Breston is going to make it here for arraignment or not. Traconis. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Just go ahead, take a seat for me. Give me a second. We have an arraignment.
Okay, that's why.
I'm going to do it later.
Okay.
Wait for Breston.
Okay. Approaching on Gutierrez on page 8.
Okay. Of course, come on up.
So basically, Judge, hi, how are you?
Hi.
Judge, we're here on that punishment hearing today. I've conferred with my staff and chief, and we would really be comfortable if we could have a court reporter on the record.
And she's not here. She's on vacation.
So what does the court recommend then, I guess?
It's up to you. If you want to do it on the record, you can wait till Monday. I don't have her court reporter. She's on vacation. So,
The whole family's here, so let's just go ahead and do it today, I suppose.
I mean, we didn't do the plea on the record, right?
Right,
So it's up to you, whatever you want to do.
it's fine, Judge. I mean, we're not gonna appeal the court's ruling or anything like that, so. I mean, we would naturally just be more compensated. Well, okay. So I guess we'll roll till Monday then. That's my law partner, Brett Landry.
Whatever you guys want.
Okay.
If you want to do the Monday, that's not a problem.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
Of course.
So I guess we'll just. All right, Judge, thank you.
Punishment. He pled without an agreed rec, so we just got to do punishment. Last time we were here. And we came today because I think he wanted to get a court reporter last time. And we're back here today and we still don't have a court reporter. But I know for sure she's gonna be here Monday, right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Raise your hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm that all information in this document is true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Right, you're good.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, that's fair that Chelsea's on Thank you so much. Okay, awesome.
And I literally went all together and double check. Double check. According to like, it's like, but they received a subpoena, CSO received. And I'm like, we got it, so we'll get back to you. Okay, and then the judge wanted me to subpoena that officer. It's like, no, he doesn't have his own investigatory like personnel file.
Yeah.
Where they're investigating, he doesn't have that. He wanted to do. What are we doing? This is the evidence that I'm literally trying to write as best I can everything. Now, my problem cases.
Yeah.
Was this case.
Yes, that's the last one that came up that was snatched. That's why I take you. I didn't write it down.
Hey,
Your Honor,
what happened?
your staff and I were wondering if there's any way, just for the sake of judicial economy and efficiency, if we could get a reporter from another court to come in, just because he has about, I'm only gonna call two.
If you're willing to go and ask, go find one.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Yeah, if you want to go find one, it's up to you. Yeah, because I don't know how busy they are, I don't know.
Okay, thanks, Judge.
I don't have a problem with it. If they want to do it, if you want to go and ask, I'm all for it.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, sure. Hi, please.
Good morning.
Hi.
Here on Mr. Jose Draconis.
Okay, you're here. Wait.
Sorry,
But I have David Preston as the
yeah,
attorney.
I work with David.
Okay, great. Chacones, come up. Good morning, sir. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On December 7th, 2024, officer conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's vehicle. After observing it failed to maintain a single lane, swerved between multiple lanes and almost struck the officer's vehicle. The defendant was the driver and sole occupant of the motor vehicle, and upon contact with the defendant, the officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, slurred speech, bloodshot red eyes. The defendant appeared confused, and the defendant had trouble standing up straight and was swaying while standing. Standard field sobriety tests were performed. HGN 5 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 4 out of 4. The DIC was read, but the defendant refused, and a blood search warrant was drawn and executed.
Ready to be honest? Okay, if you
No,
can,
Your Honor.
NCIC license.
Eligible.
Mr. Chaconis, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, into jail you will go. Tell me, are you in this country with permission or no?
Excuse me?
You were in ICE custody, correct?
Correct.
You bonded out of that ICE custody. Do you have a Texas driver license?
Not anymore.
How do you, that's my question, Alex, because
I'll rerun it.
how?
I don't know. Yeah.
If you don't have a license, don't drive. I am making it a condition of your bond. Unless you have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, do not drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It's still showing eligible on our end.
I don't know. So, you know, it's your responsibility to go to DPS and find out if it's still valid or not. If it's not, don't drive.
Okay.
Also, don't consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You've got a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but you must stay in touch with counsel. If they come back, if they tell me they can't get a hold of you because you've flown the coop, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you pick up a new case, likewise, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. Just be good. That's it. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. We'll have you get with Fleischer for your bond conditions, and then you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, guys. Hi, Cal. Yes, ma'am.
Morning.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm a person for James Thomas. Apparently he was sent for testing at his last setting. So we just needed to go over that.
Okay. It's for James Thomas,
Yes.
right? Okay. How is Mr. Thomas?
How is he?
Yes.
Well, he's here. Would you like him to come up?
Sure.
Mr. Thomas, come around this way.
So it's been, what, maybe 15 days?
We set it for the results to see a final step.
Got it. Don't use marijuana. Do you understand? The test came back. Did it say positive for marijuana?
Yes.
I'm going to test you 45 days. If I find that you still test positive, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? Because that tells me that you've continued to smoke. I'm not going to let you do it while you're on bond in this court. Do you understand? Don't pick up a new case. There are co-defendants in this case, right?
Yes.
Don't have contact with the co-defendants as well. You understand? It's not easy to make everybody happy here. I'm not asking much from you. Do you understand? Okay, all right. Yes, ma'am.
How much time?
Yeah.
Oh, this one? Okay. What?
How you doing?
Greg, let's get you done.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Amy emailed me, and it looks like Mr.
Can we appoint you to represent him on the other case as well?
I don't know how the MAC does that. I mean, I'm fine with it, but is he being transferred to court too?
I don't know. Let me ask Vic, why? Why?
Because it was placed in there in error,
Oh,
and they said we have enough cases, so.
yeah, it's going to court too. So
Okay.
we'll keep you on the fugitive case, and then we'll wait out to see what happens with the other one.
Yeah, from the state, I got that he's on probation for an armed robbery and possession of a firearm by convicted felon, no bond, Cobb County, Georgia.
Do you have a
Yeah,
pre-signed waiver?
I've emailed them for, I haven't received it yet.
He's on probation many, many times. We have a pre-signed waiver, so you need to see if that's,
And then, yeah,
let me see.
And I think we said the 7th, so should we bring it back?
Yeah, armed robbery, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, violation of probation. Okay, who else you got?
I have not a fugitive. I have Alejandro Martinez that you took in custody. You should
Okay.
remember him. He is back in court. He's in the holdover.
Yeah, I don't know what you want to do with it. If you want to set it like a week or 2 weeks, his felony.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, Judge. You know, I am obligated, and I'm asking, would you consider reinstating his bond since he's done a little jail therapy? Okay.
Nope, not yet.
Would you
No.
consider lowering the bonds? I think you set them all at 10,005.
What do you want?
I was gonna see if you'd half it on each one, 5,000.
I mean, that's what I had it at before, you know. He's got 5 open cases. I'll go down 2,500. I'll split it with you.
So
Okay.
7505 or whatever on each one. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the felonies are January 30th. Do you want to go that far? You want to bring him back before that? I mean, if he
Whatever
makes
you want. Like, whatever you want. If you want to do the 31st, we can do that. If you
that's fine for now. And if he makes bond, he's obviously going to pop up before that. So,
okay.
And that's all I got for now, Judge. So on the fugitive one, we're just resetting to after the local.
Yeah, we track the local essentially.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Judge. I'll jump back on if I get appointed.
Wait, Greg.
it looks like we did get a copy of the signed interstate compact agreement right now, so I'm gonna take a look at it and see if we can actually dismiss it today. But I'm gonna look and see. Just to let you know.
Fair enough. Sounds good. Thank you.
Colin.
Morning, Judge. Happy New Year.
Hey, bud. Who you got?
I have Derek Castillo this morning. So this is a DWI judge where there was a Brady disclosure disclosing several suspensions. I had subpoenaed the internal affairs records as well as his personnel file, including the G file. A lot of times there's stuff in there about investigations.
Have you gotten everything?
I haven't gotten anything. The sheriff's office hasn't responded to me. You had, at the last setting, you had asked the state to sheriff's office records. Hadn't seen a subpoena issued.
They've received the subpoena. I talked to defense about this morning. So HCO Legal has received the subpoena that he sent. They've sent it to their, I think, paralegal, or I'm not sure the staff member, but someone is handling it. I checked up again with our disclosure database, who she said she double checked. Those are all the documents that we have. So I'm honestly, Judge, like, we had to go through GenLit for this. I'm not even entirely sure how it's received. They have received your subpoena though.
So,
right.
Are you telling me that they've given him everything that they have?
They've given me everything that they've said that they've had. But if there's an ongoing investigation, I don't know, because that's a different department. This is all like us working through the sheriff's office.
There's someone being investigated?
I'm not sure, Judge. I uploaded the documents this morning. There's the same documents I had already uploaded.
Colin, are you looking for something specific, or is it just like a general?
No, I'm not going on a fishing expedition, Judge. I've got Brady.
Well, because I mean, they're saying that they've given you everything that they have.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking you, is there something specific that you're looking for or expecting to get for us to push harder?
The personnel file, which I don't believe I've received that yet. That would include the G file under the Public Information Act. That file sometimes has things that they don't put in with investigations or
Something?
they are a part of an investigation that they put in the G file because they decided, oh, well, we're not going to sustain that as a complaint.
But if, I guess, if no one has been in trouble, is there such a file that exists, you know? So that's
He
why,
has been in trouble. That's the thing, Judge. He's been suspended multiple times.
okay, we need to get him down here.
Well, Judge, that officer's not in possession of this file. That's like with the.
Sure, okay, well then
I don't-
whoever is, I guess, whatever agency, we need them here to explain, you know, they've gotten the subpoena, they've not either complied or said anything.
Have they
So,
contacted you, Colin? Like, department? No? Okay,
Oh, I mean, we've reached out, but we haven't heard.
okay. Yeah, all I was told, because Day also emailed them, and all we were told was that they've received their subpoena and it was sent to their legal. But from there, I mean, I can try to send an additional subpoena to them, like to their legal department to reach out. But it's like, it's a process. I had to talk to like several people in Chandler about this. So,
I've gone through this before, Judge, and that's why I do this, is because I had a case just a few months ago where an officer was suspended. And it wasn't suspended. He was fired for 30 days and then rehired. Come to find out.
is that this one?
No, it wasn't this one, Judge, but this is why I do.
Well, let's do this. Let's set it for later let's set it for Tuesday, next week. Okay, have whoever's in charge of that department, have them come here so we can figure out what's going on, you know?
I did try to call them, but just given the holiday on Tuesday.
Sure, so
I will try to call them again today, Judge.
and then let's have a hearing on this on Tuesday, you know? I don't want to have to take it further, so hopefully they'll respond. Okay?
Judge, can we actually do that on Wednesday? Would that be okay with
Sure.
you? Got a
Yeah,
busy day.
you want Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay.
Yeah.
Judge. I'll make
Okay,
it.
all right.
All right, and we keep the appearance waived for my client? Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, Colin.
Okay, Judge, thank you.
See you then.
Take care.
Hi. Is your client here? I can't, just too many violations over and over and over. If he's not here, I'm revoking his bond. I've already given him as much leeway as I can, but we literally have revocation, or we have violation after violation after violation after violation. At some point, I have to say when. I think I've been more than accommodating. I've been more than patient. You know what I mean? Really? How many times have we let him? I don't care about his mom. Okay, how do I know that?
She's supposed to be sending me something. I mean, I'll give it to you once I get it. However, just the alcohol, the alcohol, scrambleized. He did send me a list of concurrent medication, and one of his medications does have 20% alcohol in it. But as far as the tampering, I haven't been able to speak with Mr. K. That's for.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's too much. It's too much.
I do, if I can bring the, he's in the hospital today, which is just.
I'll take a look, whatever you give me. Okay? We'll go. All right. 5,001 on Kelly.
Just kidding.
Jonathan Kelly. Yeah. Hey, Proctor?
Yes, it's an open board.
Yeah. You are Jesse Joe Proctor. Mr. Proctor, you're charged with terroristic threat. It's a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
Yes, Judge. On November 7th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a burglary of a residence in progress. Upon arrival, the defendant was found standing in front of the complainant, the defendant's ex-girlfriend, and the defendant had been sending threatening text messages to the complainant stating someone was going to die tonight and that it would be the complainant and her mother. The defendant further stated he would be taking his gun to the complainant's house, and the officer observed the text messages and confirmed the defendant sent them. The defendant also advised the officers that he sent the messages to get the complainant's attention. The complainant stated the defendant had attempted to gain entry into her home, and the complainant stated she feared for her life and would like to pursue charges.
I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Now it's a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person. Do you understand? I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public. If I find that you're a danger to my public, I'm just going to put you in jail and I'm going to make your bond high. Do you understand? I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care if you're a small farm animal. You endanger my community. It's over. You're not to be in possession of weapons and not to go within 500 feet of where she lives or where she works. Can you do me a favor?
Yes,
right now, while we have him here, reach out to see if there's still been any more issues. Because if there is, I'm tempted to put a monitor on him so we know that he's not going anywhere near her, please.
Yes, Judge, because we reached out on the 15th of November, and at that time, the complainant stated she was fine with contact and that she did not believe the defendant would harm her. So she's fine with contact as of November 15th. We can reach out again if you would like us to.
Please.
Yes, Judge.
So for now, do me a favor, if you just mind, just take a seat in the jury box. We'll be back with you here shortly. Or actually, let me have you sign a reset and then we'll get you back in the jury box. Please. Abel.
Are we reinstating?
Oh. I don't even know. So I'll address it when we finish up. Wow. What's the word? Happy New Year. What's the word, Thunderbird?
Jordan Garcia.
Okay.
He was reset to pay the DWI PTI fee. He paid it on the 19th. But
We can't file supervision orders right now and PTIs are kind of on hold for today and tomorrow, just with Nathan Beadle having left and we've got that.
Oh, right. With the new admin coming in.
So we were told to kind of postpone everything to next week regarding DWI PTIs. The supervision orders we can't file.
Do you know, have you heard any changes? Do we?
We have no idea. We just were told Monday, they're gonna have some sort of meeting about everything.
Monday, there's going to be a meeting.
I think
Okay,
so.
so yeah, let's roll it, I guess, to next Thursday. And hopefully we can, yeah. So all DWF PTIs on hold for now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, makes sense. Ms. Okafor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey, good morning. What's going on with you?
I'm approaching on Trey Daniels.
Okay,
So, Your Honor, we had submitted, due to the holidays, my client got all of the documents that we needed to complete the mitigation packet, which we submitted to the state this morning.
great.
Yes, so I'm still looking at them, Your Honor.
I know, I'm assuming you need a bit of time. You
That's
wanna do-
okay.
Yeah, like till next week.
Sure, yes, sir.
Okay, are you good with what day next week? Any day but Friday.
We can do. Thursday's fine.
Okay, so, if you say no, where are we headed, Ms. Okafor? Do you know, are we gonna set up?
I
a
need to,
trial?
so, possibly, but I just need to confirm with my client.
So let's do this, then I'm gonna have your client come here next setting so we can figure out once and for
That's
all.
fine.
Because I don't know, right?
That works.
Okay. So
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bottom of page 5, roll to next Thursday, must appear. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, that's okay. Come on up. We'll have you sign a reset. All right, we got you. Oh, she's gone. Yeah.
Defense is ready to proceed.
You ready?
Ernesto Gutierrez, we got the translator, everybody's here, and this whole
Okay.
family judge is right there in your second.
Yeah, we can get it. Yeah. Bill.
Hi, Judge.
Hey.
How are you?
It's Thursday.
Busy. Well, I told you that I would appear today on the Nicholas Lane case. I represent the family. It looks like the cases have been dismissed.
Oh, really?
I believe so, unless
Brett
I'm.
Morse decided to dismiss the cases, Judge.
Hey. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Thanks,
Brad
everybody.
Morse dismissed it, so we don't have any more jurisdiction. We're done.
Okay, y'all have a great day. Thank you so much.
Okay,
And I
you
see
too.
the bond did not get revoked or anything like that, so.
No. Well, no, even if it did, it's over because it got dismissed. Have I signed it?
Yes, you signed it.
Yeah, I already signed it, so yeah, you're good.
Okay, y'all have a great day. Thank you
Yeah,
so
good luck with him, Bill.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Judge, for Daniel, what are we voting it for?
Because they got the packet to the state. State needs a review to see whether they're going to grant. Yeah. For PTI.
Judge, for Kelly, Jonathan, the DVR, that's the one we just.
Mhm.
Can we just read it?
No, I'm revoking his bond. Mhm.
Thank you.
I know I accepted. Motion and then.
There's. For one of these. Right now, it's just. 4848.
Statute 2, motion of request in camera protection.
Yes.
So just all three of those?
Yep.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Okay, you ready? Come on.
Yes, Your Honor. Defense is ready.
You know, if you bring your client up too, please. Do you need something, Ricardo? I'm about to go on the record.
Just briefly, Judge, I have some disclosure documents for Ricardo. I filed some protective orders, motions of limine for Parachu, and I think the clerk just put them in your queue. But I don't know if you needed to look at the documents if you'd like to before you sign. Okay, okay.
No, I don't care.
Are you gonna sign them, Judge? Okay.
Yeah, as soon as I get it, it's not here yet.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Order in the court, going on the record. Hold all conversations.
Okay, we are on the record in cause number 247-3585. Today is January 2nd, Thursday, January 2nd. It's approximately 10:14 a.m. Guys, if you would please announce yourselves for purposes of the record.
The state, Kelsey Siegler.
For defense, Garrett Gibbons and Brett Landriault, representing Ernesto Gutierrez.
Mr. Ernesto Gutierrez stands charged with the offense of making a firearm accessible to a child. He's facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We were here last time on December 19th, state having offered 270 days in jail and defense and state couldn't come up to an agreement. And so state waived defense has come to us for punishment, asking the court to punish Mr. Gutierrez with regard to this case. We have done the agreement. He has pled guilty to the offense. So now we are set for punishment in this case today. One of the things that I would like to know is how this has changed you, Mr. Gutierrez. What have you done differently?
Ha cambiado totalmente mi vida.
My life has changed completely.
My trabajo, mi vida social,
My work, my social life,
todo.
everything.
What have you done differently? So that we know that you appreciate the gravity of what has happened. What have you done differently? Losing a child is probably one of the worst things that can happen in life. You know, when you have a child, you are tasked with loving, protecting, raising, making that person the best they can be. That is the duty of a father. Here, you allegedly left a gun on a bed. The child found the gun, or one of the children found the gun, and did the unthinkable. What have you done that is, so I know that you appreciate the gravity of what has happened? Did you go to therapy? Did you see a psychologist? What have you done?
Mi familia y yo hemos estado asistiendo a terapias.
My family and I have been attending therapy.
Trabajamos 3 meses con trabajadores, estuvieron visitando trabajadores sociales.
We, for 3 months, were being visited by social workers.
So CPS got involved, I guess? What happened with that? Anything?
Pues durante ese tiempo ellos estuvieron asistiendo a mis niños.
Well, during that time,
A mi
they were
esposa y
helping
a
my
mí.
children, my wife and myself,
Para ayudarnos con la situación.
to help us with that
So
situation.
you had a CPS plan in place then?
Non-CPS.
Is CPS still involved in your life now? How long are they expected to be in your lives?
¿Cuánto tiempo esperan que ellos estén?
Ellos estuvieron casi 4 meses con nosotros.
They were with us for almost 4 months,
Y aún tenemos contacto con la psicóloga.
and we
que nos
still are in touch with the psychologist that helped us.
ayudó. Personalmente he tomado todas las medidas para que mis hijos no estén solos en
Personally,
la
I have
casa.
taken measures to make sure that my children are not alone in the house.
Todo el tiempo mi esposa ha estado con ellos y
My
ahorita mi
wife
padre,
has been with them the entire time, and even right now,
mientras yo trabajo para sostener a mi
while I work to support them.
Ah, ha sido bien difícil.
It's been very difficult.
How many children do you have now?
But I find it great.
Did you just have another child?
Your Honor, they're all here today.
Yes.
What do you want?
Your Honor, may I address the court? Okay. Judge, you know, this is a very good man. I have hundreds of clients. As you know, being a judge, Not all of them are good. Oftentimes, there's a lot of bad people in this world that, you know, over the course of the past few months, I've gotten the honor, the privilege of getting to know this man, getting to know his family, sitting here in your honorable court today. These are good people from Venezuela. And Judge, in my first 2 or 3 years of practice, I did catastrophic injuries, wrongful death, personal injury work. I saw oftentimes a horrible accident like this would happen. Husband and wife would divorce, families would be, you know, left in shambles. This is a man that the family really needs. He's the sole provider of the house. He's a good father. He's a good husband. When the wife and the kids came to my office last week, and we talked about this case and I was preparing them for today, the wife couldn't even look me in the eyes. The children had a panic attack. They're scared to death that they're going to lose their father, their husband, everything to them. He's the glue that holds the family together. And he's scared to death of the great power, Judge, that you have and that this court has. And I told you this last time during the guilty plea, and I'll tell the court this now. Judge, it really doesn't matter if you give this guy,
Get it? Sure.
but if you give him, you know, deferred, or you give him a death penalty, you know, just, I know I'm being, you know, I know I'm embellishing. It doesn't matter if the court gives him 100 years in prison. This man will never forgive himself. He hates himself.
What do you want?
Judge, I want the best case scenario. I don't know if the court can give a diversion or intervention. That would be great. If not, at the very worst, deferred adjudication, Judge, because I want to keep this man out of prison because his family needs him. I brought them today. They will also tell His Honor how much they need him, and that without him going to prison, prison is not, jail is not the place for this gentleman. Because then those kids will grow up without a dad. All financial contributions will be over with, and this whole family will be destroyed. And then most likely, you know, there's a very strong possibility that he will be deported. We've already, you know, admonished him ourselves about this, but Ernesto, I want you to look at the judge. Are you sorry? You acknowledge the fact that you have messed up? Do you take responsibility for this?
Totally.
Do you hate yourself?
Yes.
And are you begging the judge for mercy?
Yes.
Do you understand that he has the power to throw you in jail and throw away the key and you sit there and rot away?
Yes.
Tell him why you deserve mercy.
Yo no quiero que mi familia se quede solo.
I don't want my family to be left
Yo soy
alone.
el soporte de mi familia.
I am the sole support of my family.
Is there anything else you want to tell the judge?
Pido piedad. Pido piedad que tenga
I'm
piedad
just asking for
conmigo.
mercy. Be merciful on me.
No solamente esta situación va a afectar a mí, sino a mis hijos también. Y yo no
This
quiero eso.
situation is not just going to affect me, but also my children as well.
Your Honor, would you like to hear from the wife or the kids or the father or
Well, I
friends?
think that
anything?
they've probably been punished enough for this, you know, really.
Thank you,
Do you want to
Judge.
add anything?
Just that you've seen more cases than any of us, and I know that you'll do the right thing, so we would defer to you. And I understand when we first met to show signs of remorse and things that he's done after that, and it appears he has done those things.
You know, I will tell you this, that if this were a case where there had been the death of someone else's child, then I think that that would absolutely 100% unequivocally be jail and a really long and healthy jail sentence. But in this case, I think that when you do something of this nature where you end up with the death of your own child, I think that that's about as bad as it gets. You know, I really feel for you, you know, it's not going to be an easy thing to, you know. I don't think
Yo no creo.
something with a dismissal is appropriate in this case, because I think the world needs to be on notice of what has happened, you know. And, you know, I shudder to think that anytime you look at a picture, anytime you do an activity, it's gonna bring up a memory, you know. I have a problem dealing with it myself. Just think before you act. Think before you speak, because kids are crafty. I've seen this all too much. And we had a case here where a kid climbed up, you know, a bookcase that was 15 feet high, took a gun and killed. Just, if you have weapons, you don't need to have them accessible or even near a child. Sentence you to 1 year in jail. I'm going to probate it for 2. I'm not going to put you in jail now because I think that I hope that this is punishment enough. I am going to keep tabs on you so I know that you're doing well, though. I'm not going to let you go for 2 years. And I want him to do thinking for a change. I don't want you to be in possession of weapons. I don't want you to consume alcohol. I don't want you to consume illegal drugs. You mess up, I am going to put you in jail. Pick up a new case, I will put you in jail. I think that if I were to put you in jail now, what it would probably end up doing is punishing your family more than you. And there are a lot of people that depend on you. Make the right decision. It's not hard. And I mean, leaving a gun on a bed. Anything else you think? I don't care about the money. Money is the least of my concern. That's a good idea. Although he's probably having to do it with CPS regardless. So let's see if he's doing it with CPS, and then, you know, just the idea is that you leave here better than you came. That's what makes us happy. And that's what we strive for every single person that comes through our court. We want you to leave better than you came. I feel your pain. If I could hug you, I would, Mr. Gutierrez, you know, but it's tragic. It sucks. All right, guys.
Your Honor, may I address the court?
Sure.
We just want to thank you so much for the compassion that you've shown, Mr. Gutierrez, and it's just an honor to be before you. We really appreciate you hearing us out, and you know, will you tell Judge thank you?
Thank you.
Judge, you've saved his life. So I hope you know that. May we be excused?
You got it.
Thank you, Judge.
Martinez, Christopher.
So it looks like it was already generated in signing. What I'm gonna have Judge do is just put a line for the 270. I'm gonna have him.
Christopher Martinez.
Because the conditions are gonna be on there. when you fill it. So you'll be able to, okay, so, do you, I mean, technically he changed it, so. Just,
Thank you so much.
do you want to write? Yes. Motion for a line to that, and I'll have, I think he said it 1 year for probate.
Yes. Can I read that?
Yes, you're fine. All the signatures are for the 19th. No, he signed everything for next, he's just gonna put 2 days, the sentence is gonna be imposed. So I'm gonna get this then. And so are we, do you want to do the 100 credits for price, or we're just gonna wait?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not Janine. Chacones? Council for reset?
You should be connected.
First thing you're gonna sign is when you give the motion to Judge.
Right here.
Any kind.
I just thought of it, I'm doing Brooks County right now, there's something will pop up.
So, it's in your next court date right here on the on that. And then starting tomorrow, you're gonna start receiving text messages. Every day, Monday to Friday, yes, you need to test or you
How are you, man?
Fine, sir, yourself?
You got it.
I've got 2 of them, Your Honor. I've got a Cesar Hernandez. Travis has been set for 114. And I was asking for a reset to, if you could take Travis. It's already been set for 114.
Wait, when is that set for?
I'm sorry,
T-Raz is at when?
114.
Is he here now?
I don't know. Can I add?
Sure.
Cesar Hernandez? Cesar Hernandez? I think his appearance was waived.
Got it. Did you Cesar Hernandez check in?
Yes, he did. Oh, he checked in.
Send him now. He's here. You want to?
Judge, on page 8, did we get the mitigation packet submitted on this one?
Did he submit it?
That's what he said he did. Let me ask.
He wasn't here, that's all walked out.
He was already approved for PTI, so.
He's been approved.
Yeah.
We've been working on mitigation since October.
He was approved on the 31st, Your Honor.
Are we talking about Cesar Eduardo Hernandez?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. If he's here, can we go ahead and send him?
I don't think he, I could, I mean, he's not here, I haven't.
You want to run outside, see? Ralph, I think he checked in.
And then I have a Brenda Ruiz.
Okay.
That one, she was supposed to take her, wants to get a license. And she set it up, but DPS canceled it for the holidays and rescheduled her for 1/8.
Okay, so we'll set it for 1/9. Okay. Let me see. Hey, if she doesn't have it by that time, I'm gonna roll her day for day. She's been working on this since August. We're now at 190 days. If she doesn't have it done by the 9th, I'm day for day until she gets it done. Or whatever, but since August. You're here now. Do you want to go ahead and do the TRAS so you don't have to come back later on? I'll have him explain it to you. But I would do it now because it's an evaluation that you have to do. Everybody has to do it for entry into this program. Might as well since you're here. Okay, all right.
I'll send him right now.
All right. And then Ralph, we'll set you for like 2.5 weeks after that to get everything else. Yeah. Justin. Sure. Okay, I'll go. Yeah. Hey, Justin. Did you by chance hit the button? It was working earlier. It's Justin, it's you. There you go.
Can you get me?
Barely. Talk loud.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Judge, I have Michael Acevedo on the docket. I think I talked to my client. We'll set it for trial. I still want to have a more in-depth discussion with him, but we can. I understand it's old and you wanted to set it.
Do you truly want to go to trial or no?
No.
I mean, so no PTI then?
Judge, it says, well, if they want to give me PTI, I'll take it, but he had a prior dismissal.
I got it. Okay, got it. All right.
But I accept the PTI.
No, he has already had one. That's why. So I didn't realize that. My fault. I should have looked. Okay, what do you want to do?
Well, Judge, I was telling you that I have a death penalty capital that starts in March, and so I won't be ready until we get done this death penalty capital. And so it's up to you, Judge, if you want to set it. I've already filed continuances in 4 cases for this death penalty case. So I get it, Judge. I just, there's.
I know it's 190 days old now. By the time we get to that point, it's going to be 250 days. You're going to be consumed with that. Then we're going to reset it again. So I want to be as efficient as possible, Justin. How do we do that?
I wasn't here when you had approached on this last week, so I don't really know what the discussion was regarding an offer, but I can give you a call today after docket or tomorrow if you want to talk about it. Because I don't know, what y'all are looking for or anything like. Are you just looking for a PTI and that's it?
Yes, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, but if you want to make me an offer, that's fine too.
Okay, yeah. I'll put it, we can talk about it.
Well, like, nothing's happening now with PTIs anyways, so why don't we set it for next Wednesday?
Okay, very good, Judge. I'll be there.
And your client's got to be here too. It's getting old. Okay,
I will tell him right now.
all right, so we'll put you on for next Wednesday.
Okay,
And then
very good, Judge. We'll
You
see you
guys
then.
talk, please,
Yes.
and then we'll go from there.
Thank
All
you,
right, my
Judge, for
friend.
being excused.
You got it. Hi, Shreya.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm here, Mr. Powell. So a couple of things.
What do you do?
One, I'd like to waive a bail hearing.
Okay.
I'm just thinking paperwork wise, I'll e-file it. Do you need a bail form on him? Okay, well then.
I'll do it for you.
That's lovely. Secondly, I did speak with mental health. And they stated that there's not much to do on misdemeanors. We don't have the resources for it.
You have a felony open too?
No, if there was, then that would help us out because I can do the competency through them. Either way, I am going to do the competency because I do think that that's important to go forth. Like, I think we need that.
Oh, is this the one he told me to F off last one?
Yes. And so what I would like to do is to reset him for about 3 weeks. I've emailed Helena White and she said she can't, even when they're in custody, she needs 30 days. I said, okay, so if I could get like,
Remember, she's got probably it.
I know.
So
I get it. So
I
I'll,
think we can get him back in the Harris Center, but for the long stay?
no, I've already
Take him?
spoken to Brad Morse. So the issue with the Ed Emmett Centers, he was there a good amount of days last time. Once they sort of stabilize you, it's sort of like low-key NPC, right? Somebody would have to put him into the MHMRA system, actually. NPC is better handled to transfer them to MHMRA and have them involuntarily committed. I don't think the Ed Emmett Center is. They don't do that pipeline doesn't necessarily exist. That pipeline is more like, hey, let's get you out and set up with resources to go to MHMRA. And I think for clients like mine, it's not a good option. So sadly enough, we're at this place where I wish I could put a little sticker to him that says, take him to NPC next time, but what we
Is there
can,
something we can do to try to get him in?
no.
What about Brad? Can Brad help? Morris?
Pretty much said, I talked to him. I think on the email. He pretty much said, hey, it times out on misdemeanors. Not that he doesn't want to help. I think he does. It's just it times out. And so he's like, by the time we get all of it done, legally, the way we will do it would be the competency to restore comp, right? In the non-jail world, it would be NPC and involuntary commitment. So it's just one of those things. It's like, if we have them, we have to go through that. Well, what I was thinking was,
I wish they would give us more resources.
I do, it's weird. It's such a stupid thing. It's like,
Do you want money for a psychiatrist?
no, so first I'm gonna get a comp done,
Okay.
okay? Because I don't think we need to waste money on it right now. And I'm hoping, based on a find incompetency, I can talk to Brad about something. My guy's not itching. I don't think he needs to be out. He doesn't want to be out.
Okay. I mean, whatever you want.
So I'm just the first step is gonna be the competency through Helena, which was interrupted because we did go through the MHMRA system. Unfortunately, we did go through Ed Emmett. Unfortunately, there is a gap, which somebody, I guess, way higher up needs to figure out, is how to connect Ed Emmett Center to MHMRA. Not just like release them and say, hey, can you go for this appointment, but actual like linkage, involuntary commitment, like we can send them there. Which, I know a lot of defense attorneys don't ask for that, right?
Let's figure out a way.
There you go.
I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help.
Let me see if I can talk to Brad about that and see if we can discuss that. In the meantime, I'm
If you
gonna
need an order, I'm happy to craft one.
on it. I'll talk to Brad about it and see if there's things. we can do. Okay, so 3 degrees, that would be okay.
Hey, Judge, I have a question. On the plea, just if we can And, what was your question, Victoria? Guilty or no?
You should have a waiver up there, Your Honor.
Are you Marcio Archaga?
Archaga.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
So Archaga, you're wanted out of the state of Colorado for possession of a controlled substance with intent, and count 2, also controlled substance distribution. Are you waiving formal extradition?
Yes, sir.
Okay, best of luck to you.
Buena suerte para usted. Buena suerte.
Hi.
I'm approaching on Mr. Bernard Webbs. He's currently in custody right now for a terroristic threat that is set for February 10th. A new charge was filed on him while he was incarcerated. That's a false report to the police officer. I just wanted to approach to see if I can get a reset date on that.
Is it under another name? I don't see Webb.
Webbs or Bernard Webbs for the last name.
Do you say Grebs?
Webbs, W-E-B-B-S, or Bernard Webbs,
Let
B-E-N-A-R-D.
me look there. That's it.
Okay.
Is it an old case?
Is this an old case? This case was filed on.
I know it's filed 12/31, but
It,
he's not been out.
in April.
Right, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, it's
So,
in April, so it was filed while he was incarcerated.
okay, I'll leave the bond as is.
Okay.
I'm not gonna revoke it because it happened even before.
Mhm.
But he still has a felony case that's holding him.
Yeah, his felony case, I believe it's going February 5th, so.
Yeah, if
I'm
you,
gonna to reset this case for the same day as his other misdemeanor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Are you helping out Hernandez? So how much time? So regularly seven you out. Judge, court six is just.
all right, I'm gone.
I just give her counsel for reset.
Bernard Webb, if we can reset to February 10th. That's another misdemeanor case.
Did Judge Rogowski originally?
Oh.
No.
No, he left it?
He left it.
Okay, got it.
Thank you.
Counsel for reset?
You didn't come to this.
Anything else?
Maybe I'm tomorrow. Judge Ralph, who is here?
I think he ran to 6. He's in doing rounds right now. I think some courts are still around. Anything we were saying?
I'll come back.
All right.
I'll come back.
All right.
I'm going to school. Just finish this all.
Are you appointed?
Is he literally the same as like
We usually follow a notice of appeal, but
And
it's
what
sad to go
is
over
he's not.
I think you had the attorney of record forms that paper together. Just fill one out and I'll attach you.
I don't think I've done one of those.
So tomorrow's Wednesday.
Keep her names Thursday. I like it. Release myself from this job.
It's all a test. You can do it. Sometimes they think they're testing.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll take your opinion. I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, it makes them look at.
But if I can use.
Alex, I think I've asked you this already, but I think like gradually and pass the bar, are you gonna come back and do so?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Just my suggestion.
He will come back.
For sure, come back.
I feel like this, no, we're sure it's a good spot.
I mean, it's pretty much like guaranteed if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But like, if I want to.
I just didn't see why not. How do because I've never seen it.
It's like, I think like 2 others, I
I
think.
know, I'm like,
Yeah.
Is there a time that like you don't go for it?
Yeah, some of them just kind of stay in the office.
Yeah. Yes, you can really. Since I think people are. Because I'll try to get it done, especially in felony court, because they have to talk to the quicker. Like, 5 minutes max.
But they sound
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I think it's just, because then I'll ask the sign officer, and they're like, hey, like, do they want somebody? They're like, no, ask them, hold them.
We will have still. Right. It seems like. Yeah, it's like similar to,
I sort of showed up the. And I. Yeah, that's what I told my yes. Yeah, so I was just making sure that we just. I don't have them. They may have strict conditions or. I don't know.
All right, do you all, may I approach, but do you all have any conditions on Kelly? She said that was. And I know what you use.
So it's not Jonathan, it's just Jonathan.
I said, no, there's so many jobs. She said, I know it's needed. She said, I know when that's really nice.
Okay, Judge, I mean, I'm not gonna.
No.
Then probably just say, don't go back to school.
Yeah. Okay. State government.
Did they come up with? Yes. Did they go?
No, she hadn't gone.
But.
No, it's not. Mr. D.
She told me she's.
Where like it was like.
That was she
Actually, does.
Poor guy.
It's not. I actually like those whole students.
The service was awful, but it was.
Not great.
Okay, I don't see it.
Okay, good.
No, not for me.
And Crystal has to see you. Okay.
Yeah, she's under.
You come Crystal. Okay. We can do Crystal, not me.
I know, I first saw it before. March 3rd, or just- No, I didn't.
Mr. Stratton told me to let you know when I was signing, when I was approaching our.
Mr. Stratton. And we talked. Yeah, she was just. Something that was trying to stand there.
Well, no, I mean, I can try to figure it out. Yeah, but it's like.
Yes.
That's just too. Why did they change the name? That's the.
I heard they did that, so they're not- Yeah.
What they need to do, PLURAI, and they need to find out how they do. Way to make this good idea.
Battery. You need to get into the weird.
Battery.
He's really valuable to ideas. Okay, no problem. They are prosecutor.
When I heard you, when I heard the attorney, her side, it's my son.
I don't know if you're not, 708. I do. So there's only good people there. It's not cool.
They just don't do the prostitution cases.
Yeah.
They do work.
3655.
It's like now this case.
Is she on board?
Oh, the case that I'm talking about is. It's gonna be. It's not gonna be typed. Yeah.
That's gonna be a type of dish. Oh, it is? What is it? Okay.
It's like,
Last
like
one.
that dish with fish.
I don't think I. Yeah, it's a Spanish company. Food offers.
Concentrated through it.
It's a traditional.
Because it shows it.
You're just sitting there with screen.
Okay, good. One more side.
Set. Set. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't see anything for file. Did you?
We're just coming back.
So yes, still waiting on 5.0.
Rodriguez, Vicente.
Oh, I see. I see it.
I just got back up.
We just talked about it at 10 a.m. Okay, it's just. They just got that he had like, there was like a order file. For like. So she's in the.
So, yeah. Well, let me just, if there's not a wire, let's just follow your case.
Yeah, well, I don't see a copy of something, but I just need this.
So basically, basically, he was unable to complete the T-RAS due to mental issues.
Okay, but yeah, I don't see it. Copy box.
Absolutely.
Why do you use ChatGPT? Don't use that.
It's the future where
You don't want to use that.
we stabilize.
Do you know how much electricity it uses versus the, do you know how much electricity it takes to operate?
So I'm wondering how to find.
In the future roles exist.
Oh, well, that's true. You could easily break it. You know,
I just wasn't that concerned with his fucking one of 8. What's that? Brain's gonna stop working. Oh, you're so fucking smart.
this, you just see if they're gonna do Travis and get you guys.
Yeah. Just for my screen.
Yeah, kind of push it. Only one is that, so just we'll keep trying to do 2 hours. I'm good. I'm almost like, so they have them on medication now. So they're gonna try to do the 2 hours again, January 22nd. Yes, you want to do like a week after that? I don't know how long it takes you to Special order is too often. That's just giving you shit. Yeah, so I think Pam does that, right? I think she's gonna go back. No, I see it here. You have to see it. So, should I go there?
Oh my gosh.
Tomorrow. Please, for our trial, please, for Tuesday, yes.
Judge, page 3. That's the positive.
For this one, you wanted to send them for a drug test, positive. So.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Elon. Come on up. That's so hard for me not to break down in that one case, man. It's just so tough. Imagine. It's just awful. I mean, I can't imagine. It's hard for me not to break down, you know? I was trying to keep it together. Anyways, what you got?
We've been working hard. I've been working with. I think all the way tomorrow. If that's okay with you.
Sure. Of course.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Have fun. Oh.
For the no Steve, so this one.
Council for recess.
The magistrate's conditions, due to the movement of the new offense, and the other conditions is on parents. That one came in. For the BBR and the other cases, continuing supervision.
Well, what it does possible. That's it.
Yes, and the
Okay.
conditions for no drugs, no alcohol were there as of the 18th.
Did we give him a lawyer? Castillo?
No. Just sent them to get tested.
Come up, Mr. Castillo. Do you need me to initial that? The bond? No,
What's the bond amount, Judge?
2,500. What do you do for a living, Mr. Castillo?
I'm a beverage technician.
A beverage technician?
Yes, sir.
How much money do you make a month?
I mean, it fluctuates, but since it's towards the end of the year and it's a little slow, I probably make around maybe like 2,500 a month.
Who do you live with?
My grandmother.
Do you have any other expenses? Do you have any kids, anything like that?
No kids. I help pay the bills and my car note. That's about it.
Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I need you to fill an application. Let me see if I have an application. I've got an application already. So you just go ahead and, all right, just take a seat for me. We'll be back with you here shortly. Anna,
Good morning, Judge.
hi, how are you?
I'm good. I've got two on the docket today. They're the Monday, Thursday testers, Mr. Hunter, I believe he's in the courtroom, and then Mr. Rodriguez.
Judge Hunter has not checked in.
Okay.
He's there now.
Okay.
He hasn't.
Oh, he hasn't, he has not checked in, sorry.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood the message. I got
How's
it.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Positive.
4.
THC.
Okay, so we'll give this standard, yeah,
Well, you set him for Monday, Thursday.
it's okay. No, just the 35,
Oh, 35.
or I'm sorry, 45.
So we're doing away with Monday, Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, how's February 18th through the 20th?
Can we do the 18th?
Yes. Could you reach out to him and let him know, because I reset him to Monday.
Yeah, let him know, will you, that I'm gonna
Okay.
test 45 days. If he tests positive, it's not gonna go well.
Okay. I will let him know. And then with Mr. Hunter, I guess I'll just check back in. when he-
I'll keep you in the loop.
Okay. I'll see you in a few, Judge. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. No, yeah.
Oh.
Council for reset. Judge, top of page 13. I think council is ready on this one. For Marlin.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Mr. D. Hey, we need to talk about Miss Washington.
No, sir. I don't need to talk to her. You need to talk to her.
Well, here's the thing. She continues to come back over and over.
I know that's why I put she didn't stay there.
I'd like to stop. So what I was hoping we could do is TRAS to see what we should do, how, have you been able to talk to her? Okay, so let's do that. I would like to, hey.
Yeah, because she's home, so she needs something.
Something's going on. Right. So this is about Miss Washington, right? She's one of those people that keep coming back, homeless, would rather live on the street. I'm assuming, I don't know. I'm done with the pleading guilty, coming back and forth and back and forth. So you guys can take a seat out there. Doesn't matter. So what I want to do is TRAS like we have with the other people. Let's get to the root of the problem so that she stops coming back, if we can. So we're going to set her for TRAS. They may recommend DDRP. They may recommend HUA. I don't know, but let's see. Yeah.
Yes, I keep her alive. Street children.
Right. Some hard living.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Hey, Stephen, who's the young lady out there? Does she have a case or no? Oh, she's with someone over there. Okay, so are we done or what? Vic, are we done? What do you mean? What? Done? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, Judge.
Yeah.
Top of page 4. I know council. Leo, Sarah.
Yeah, let me just send this. Roll to next Wednesday. Because they're trying to get records. He's trying to get records. He's been unable to. So Morgan's gonna reach out to whoever to see what the deal is. What the dealie.
Yeah. Yes, so the interesting thing I said. I'm gonna leave it vacant for you. So that kind of gives me some pause to figure out whether or not this guy is truly. No, no, no.
Council for recess. Judge, are you ready for
Another what?
case?
No?
Page 9, Hernandez.
Yeah.
Antonio got that one. Remember you wanted to.
Oh, have you talked to Antonio?
He came earlier while we were doing arrangements and I have to.
Don't. Yeah, reach out to the family to see what's going on, see what he can find.
Bottom of page 10, Kelly, I know council.
5001.
Did you do a BO?
I'm doing it now.
Oh.
So that's here, Francisco Martinez. Yeah. Yeah.
Rose. Wow. Years, in fact. Years have been very kind to you. The years have been very kind to you. You look great.
Thank you.
How are you?
How the kids? How the family?
High maintenance. High maintenance. But great otherwise. How about you?
Yeah, same here.
It's Tanner.
Tanner, yeah.
How is he? He must be what, 9, 10 now?
Yeah, but he's gonna be 11 on the 10th.
Wow.
So he's my daughter Healer. And my son is.
That's it? No more? Come on.
I can barely keep up.
Oh, please. You're like,
A true blessing of having the time of my life with them. So I'm grateful.
kids are fun.
They are. I just wish one thing.
It's ridiculous. I have no money because they consume. They're like little leeches and Tasmanian devils. Oh. Slinker. Oh, yeah. My son goes to Bertha Alice now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So, so we have to be.
It's a good school. Yeah, yeah, I was, yeah, it's ridiculous.
So.
Oh, I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is it?
And the great thing is now the kids are here to which is
Wow.
good and bad, because just because when you go places they can speak their English, the bad is that when
I'm talking behind your back.
they go to make some of this policy.
That's funny.
But anyway.
My kids go to convent.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so I have one at convent, I've got two at Pin Oak, and then I've got the one now at Bertha Alice. And so, but at one point we had three, and so it's, oh yeah, 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 yeah. And so now luckily we've got the three in public, you know, and the schools are great. As long as you just stay on top of them, stay on top of the schoolwork, then they're going to do fine. You know, we all went to public school. I went all.
So, I mean, very active with PTA. And the main conversion school is also very different. Because, kids that, the parents of the kids there have a vested interest.
Is it still on Bissonnet and 610?
No, they moved to right across from Alabama.
Wow, really?
So they built a brand new facility there. You know, George, what is it, Georgetown? Anyway, it's in that
Okay.
area there. The school is great. We really enjoy the fact that it's bottom line.
Yeah.
And now the private school.
I mean, think about it. You're still paying for it.
Yeah, I mean.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, with your property taxes, I mean, I would say what 60% of your property taxes go to HISD. It's
And now I'm doing the.
I'm not familiar with that. No.
Okay, but you know, when they're getting paid for college now.
Oh.
They really don't, so.
Is it like a 529?
It's like that, but in this one it's guaranteed, so it doesn't fluctuate. So this one. Do you remember Claire?
Yes.
Okay, so Claire got the Texas tomorrow fund for you. She paid $8,000.
Holy moly.
For 4 years of college. Her daughter, 3 years old, it's in school.
She got money back?
And she got $11,000.
Wow.
Okay, so
It's amazing.
So they killed that program because it was too good.
Why is it that no one knows about this? I've never even heard about this.
So I went ahead and so right now, the way it says you can do 3 tiers. UTA and tier. The second tier, which they consider UTA. Third, I can use this column. So I paid off my son.
But that's not as far as living, that's just tuition.
And then once that is done, then I'm actually.
You need to. Yes, the bulk of the money that you spend is that.
And what Alan's recommended too, which we're looking into now, the problem is, I'm looking at it. So we're looking at a condo that we can buy now. So by the time he comes through, then he's gonna play through.
It's a good idea. Austin's very expensive, very expensive.
He's a court reporter in the 23rd. He bought his daughter went to England. He bought a company.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just financial.
Hey, have you stayed in touch with him?
Yes.
How is he? Haven't talked to him in years now. Haven't seen him in years. Yeah, he's in Austin or California.
He comes down.
He did check in, I'm just waiting. But
I
then
think
they-
we'll get him to work on himself or physically. I mean, he's always a good shape, but he's- Yeah. Still does some of the stupid stuff. But that's really, and that's why we love him.
But so is he licensed down in California or no?
Yeah.
Conducted the test, but not into the resistor. So
Okay.
I should, they should give out a moment.
Comes down here. still does
Last
the
Monday was
exercise.
positive.
So he still has work here in Harris County too?
Yes.
Really? Wow, that must be difficult to commute and just from here to Austin and to California. Oy.
It's not ideal, but definitely.
Happy wife, happy life. Tell him hello next time you talk to him, because I just haven't talked to him in ages. And we never see him. He never comes to misdemeanor court. So I've seen him once.
I talk to him maybe once every twice a month for sure.
Oh, that's a lot.
So.
Great.
But
Yeah, tell him hello.
I will.
Because the last time I talked to him, it must have been, in the whole time I've seen him once.
Really?
Yeah, ever. Just, he handles all those large dope cases. So we never see him.
I will.
Please, you too. Thanks. And I'm going to look into that promise fund.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. Yeah.
Page 15, Sanchez, Solomon, civil arraignment failed to appear.
2501.
And then on page 9, the answer. So he tested on Monday. That one came back positive. And we said that Monday he was still positive.
Yeah, he didn't test though, right?
He's taken the test, I'm just waiting for them to enter the results.
So let's just, I guess, roll to tomorrow. I'm not going to stay and wait. It's already noon by the time we get the results and then
They
get
should be in
Anna.
about like 5 minutes max. Last name.
Also, Judge. There were 2 cases. For. I just saw Tiana. She was on.
I guess email to Brian or whoever it is and ask and see, hey,
Well, they're gonna spend out another one for admins. Oh, okay. So like.
yeah, okay. Good.
I literally was talking to him on Tuesday. And he was like. "I'm gonna clean my dog up." Honestly, it's like.
Ashley Moreland.
So bad. She's so bad. She's like, I was cleaning up. Yeah. Well, I think she probably. Yeah. And then she told me.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi, come on in.
May I approach the bench?
Yes.
And this is actually not for any matter for the court.
Yes, yes, of course.
So I'm, was made aware, as far as my understanding, there's an extradition judge.
Yes.
So,
Hold on. Day. Please, I need a prosecutor. You have an extradition matter.
yes, it's out of the case.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, cool.
We can,
So,
I don't know how.
Extradition
In going out or outgoing? Wait, is it an out of county?
So, client has a warrant out of county.
It's an out of county.
Held past statutory period.
Why do we not get it? What's your, do you have a cause number? Let me have it.
And the judge, and I just approached.
I don't know why we didn't get it. It should have come to us, right? All our counties come to us, right?
Yes.
I don't know why it's gone to another court, but we'll take care of it for you.
Judge, the cause number is 2544178.
On Castro.
Yes, yes, sir.
So Judge, we'll get the out of county. They can have an out of county hold and still a regular case in another court.
Right, that's not the fugitive case, or it wouldn't be a fugitive because it's in county, but that charge is just for the reckless driving. It's the same as the out of state, is you can have the hold in JWeb, but it's, a case isn't sometimes filed until all the local holds are resolved. And it looks like she wasn't booked out of the reckless driving, or no, that's not the harassment.
Yeah, the harassment is the charge out of county.
Right, it looks like she was just booked out of the reckless. So that would probably happen today, if that happened yesterday. So it just hasn't happened, you just beat it to the punch. They should do it today.
They should by today?
Okay. Right, because it's still a 025 on the CDI.
She was booked in, what, the 20th?
21st on the reckless driving. She bond out on the 1st, and that's when it was simultaneous for the out of county for the harassment, but they need to generate from the 025 CDI to a charge, which
So
they haven't done yet.
basically what happens is
So it's not the past 10 days because she didn't legally bond out here until the 1st. So the 10 days starts now for out of county.
that's the problem. Yeah, but and that's what happens. Like the hold is told until you have either made bond, or you've taken care of the case. Unfortunately, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. I have no idea why it would take so long to make the bond. I mean,
for the reckless driving?
Yeah.
And I think she had a PR bond for.
She got a GOB on 12/21. That
So
makes
it's
no
not-
sense.
Well,
Mr. Kim.
I've had some where the bond is set, they just haven't paid it for a number of reasons, and I guess.
She got a GOB on 12/21.
I don't know, in terms of processing, I mean, I know the holidays have delayed some of it, which is also why it probably hasn't filed that.
It's not, but no, but.
It is unusually long.
No, no, that's not right. You pull this up? Did you pull this up?
I did, it does look like it should.
I'm gonna give her a PR bond. I don't care. If she's been sitting in custody for 10 days or more, that she's entitled to a PR bond. I'm not gonna hold her for an extra 10 because someone dropped the ball.
Well, I'm not sure that's what happened. Well,
She got a GOB 12/21. So 10 days from the day that that GOB hits, if they haven't come to pick her up, then she gets a PR bond.
no, what I mean is for whatever happened in the, so there's two separate things, is one is the court imposing the GOB, and the second is it registering for the hold part. And that's why is so legally speaking, she was still held. And until I get more information, well, technically this wouldn't even be something that I would handle. I'm just aware of it.
I know.
Is for the court in terms of the hold actually being released is that part, there's nothing that the out-of-county did anything wrong because they weren't notified until the hold was released by central records. So separate from the court placing the hold, is the hold release.
Me, I don't care about that. All I care about is how long someone's been in jail, and I have to follow the statute. If someone messed up by not notifying the other county, it shouldn't be held against her.
No, but
You know?
that's not what I'm saying is obviously that's the transportation issue, but I'm saying the legal issue is she wasn't held more than 10 days for the harassment or the out of county. So it's just easier instead of the reckless driving. So legally speaking, she was still being held on the reckless driving and it's irrelevant to the harassment. So nobody would have processed it.
Here, the hold was placed for that harassment on 12/22. So the date for the 10 days.
So I show booked on January 1st. I'm not sure why.
Go to the hold screen.
That's where I'm looking. So booked January 1st.
I'm showing something different.
That's weird. Okay, I wonder why it's inconsistent on.
I kept hearing the first, and I was like, she's been in custody since the 20th.
Okay,
So we need to get her. So let's see, well, let me calculate it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, today's the 11th day.
No,
She gets it today.
I'll probably ask Megan about it on why. I've never had it happen where your JWeb screen is inconsistent with mine.
Well, look.
No, I believe you. I'm saying I don't know what part of the booking makes it inconsistent. And so that's a question for Megan. She would probably know.
And I was there.
For the booking, because for the same charge, it would.
It's always different.
It happens.
Odd.
It's always different on the out of county, because if they get put in for one day, they wait X amount, and then they book them on the out of county.
Okay.
So you're looking at the booking for the
I'm
out of
looking.
county,
I am.
but what was the date for the original book?
You're representing her in the reckless?
That's what y'all left on. But she
Got that.
canceled back in October, and now she's sitting in the jail.
X amount of days.
Don't worry, we'll take care of her. Don't worry.
So that's why it's always a split difference.
I mean, yeah, if I see the actual defendant page, it does show just in terms of the last time she was arrested by a police officer, December 21st. Yes, everyone's on the same page on that. It's just whenever the hold for the out of county for legal.
Somehow, the normal process for out of counties wasn't done to where because we should have gotten her here today or yesterday, actually. We should have gotten her. Or actually today.
Holiday. I was like, yesterday you couldn't, but.
Should have gotten her here today, technically. And I don't know why, but if we need to send someone to the jail to process a PR money, we can.
Right, because they still have to, right, understood.
You could call the sheriff's department and see if someone over there can book it.
Okay, so I want to give her a PR bond today. So however we need to do it.
I mean, I'm just a stand-in. This is all done through the court.
And then I'll go ahead and do a bail order form so that. Or can I do it?
I'm gonna go stand down now, Judge. Thank you.
What are you waiting on?
I'm sorry?
What are you waiting on?
So there's two cases that I have with Ricardo, and we're trying to get confirmation on both. One is Ricardo saying that his client did turn himself in, and the website does say it, but the sergeant.
Oh, we're waiting on that 11:15 thing.
No, that's tomorrow. That's a different case. So for this one is a self-surrender, and the website for the booking in the sheriff's office says that he did turn himself in, but talking to the sergeant in the detention center says that he hasn't turned himself in.
Really?
So either someone is lying on the screen, or maybe he went to the wrong place. I don't know. And so that's what we're checking right now. And
Is it something that
well, that's what
you looked like you in an actual computer screen?
there's a photo of the defendant booked yesterday at 10 some odd minutes. Yeah, at PM.
Photo. Could it be a doctored one?
No, it's consistent with what we have. And that's the issue is it could be that just like our central records here, it could be a delay, or maybe you went to the wrong place. I'm not sure, but the sergeant isn't calling us back. So I need confirmation in writing from the detention sergeant saying that this person with this,
Look, both of you got my cell phone, so we can do a.
Well, there's also a second one. The second one is we are is also possibly a wrong individual arrested. And I'm making sure that we truly do have the wrong person. Maybe they just did a bit of makeup and a bit of face surgery. I don't know. So no, that's obviously extreme, but I need a confirmation from them too in writing that they have the wrong person. But I'm 99 point as many nines after sure it's gonna, but it's not 100. So I got a
Okay,
yeah, unusual morning. Thank you, Judge.
thanks, Mr. Kim.
Judge, anything else you need from me?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we're gonna try to do what we can to get our PR bond today, but thanks for bringing it up. You know? Yeah, for sure. We got you.
Judge Hunter should be on his way back right now, and the results are still coming back presumptive for THC.
He's gonna want to get a not me letter, man.
Hi, Anna.
Hey, so Mr. Hunter is back from drug testing and he's in the room now.
He's not here.
Oh. Okay.
Judge, may I approach? I appreciate that. Mr. Dakota Curtis, Judge, you've given bond conditions. These are come up in bond conditions. And so conditions of his was that he do the call basically for drug use, Judge. He lives in Tarrant County in Fort Worth. And he actually takes a drug test up there for his probation up there. Judge.
He's on probation?
Not there, he's on probation, Judge. And it's out of there.
He's on a deferred.
For a assaulted case, Judge, up there, Judge.
Felony or misdemeanor?
It's a felony.
And so he gets drug tested up there, Judge, and he could go to a lab up there. He's having problems with a call in.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is that he's still gonna have to abide by the conditions.
Judge.
If he gets called to do a drug test, he's gonna have to go to a Quest Diagnostics
Judge,
drug test and then
Quest
come up. Where is he? Come up.
He's willing to do that, absolutely, Judge.
So the last name is Dakota?
Yes. Judge Curtis's last name is a C, Judge. Curtis, first name is Dakota, Your Honor.
Is Quest the facility?
So he's on probation for a felony assault and now he's picked up a DWI?
Yes, Judge.
Where he passed most of the field spray tests, I believe.
Mr. Curtis, I would be wary and I would be very careful because it's very possible that when they learn that you picked up this DWI, they may very well revoke your bond, or if you're on probation, issue a warrant and try to revoke your probation. And, if you're a third degree or higher, you're looking at a ton of time in prison. Don't use alcohol, or dope. Do you understand? If I find that you're using, I don't care where you are, I don't care what you're doing, I'm gonna just put you in. Do you understand?
Sir.
If you get called upon to test, you must go to Quest Diagnostics, get the report to Mr. Stryker, and he'll get it to me. If you don't, I'm gonna revoke your bond.
Sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him, and I'm not gonna accept this, "Ah, I got this and that." I don't care. I'm gonna keep my street safe at all costs. And if that means throw you in there, I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead,
Thank
take
you,
a seat.
Judge. Appreciate that.
Strikes.
Hey, Judge. I'm approaching on a fugitive case, Mr. Francisco Martinez.
Okay.
I'm going to grab one right now, Your Honor.
Got it.
We have the interpreter here, Ms. Celeste. This is one where I think they arrested the wrong guy, so he's gonna be released. The only issue is this might pop up in the future, so I don't know if where he gets the.
Not me letter. He has to go to the demanding jurisdiction, ask the judge, or it could be the prosecutor assigned to the case saying that this is my face attached to this government name. I have a different FBI number, whatever they want to pick. I don't care. But, because it's the same date of birth, so that's going to be irrelevant for the not me letter.
Are you, how do you know? Did you do?
Tattoos and FBI number and mugshots.
Okay.
It's a common name and I
Yes,
guess.
it's a very common name.
I guess common-ish date of birth.
Ish? Or the same date?
But no, it's same date of birth. It's just, we had one happen last week, so 2 in 2 weeks is kind of unusual.
Yeah, I would say so. So you're definitely gonna file a nollie now?
I already filed the dismissal.
Okay. So where is it that he goes? I don't remember.
Where is it that he goes?
To get that letter?
Jurisdiction.
Yeah, that's the thing. I
But
think,
where? I don't even remember.
Illinois. Wait, sorry?
Oh, yeah, that's where he's from. It's-
That's where he'd had to get it from.
So he's gonna have to go up there.
Right.
Where though? Is it at, is
Will County?
is it at a sheriff's office or?
No, it's gonna have to be by the court or the prosecutor, because they're the ones attached to the case that they're going for, because ultimately it's the warrant. And if the warrant's recalled, it makes it all irrelevant, but.
Morning, Mr. Martinez. You have a very common name and there are a gajillion Francisco Martinez's out there. There is an unfortunately, there is someone wanted in that jurisdiction that has your name. And you see now that you've been wrongly arrested, you're going to be released today. The fear is that this continues to happen. So I don't know, there are methods out there. And Mr. Kim, you say there's a letter that he can get.
Yes.
What we're gonna do is, I cannot give you legal advice, but I'm going to have your lawyer that we've appointed to represent you tell you how you can take care of this so that it doesn't happen again. So we're gonna process you out. You should be out within hopefully the next 4 to 6 hours. Ricardo will tell you how to go about getting a letter so that this doesn't happen again. Do you have any questions? Did you want to add anything, Ricardo?
What's there to say, Judge? It's just a bad situation. This man was arrested for this, it's not even.
Yeah.
Not a good situation.
Yeah, I mean, mistakes have been made. And I don't know, I guess the arresting officer, I don't understand why they wouldn't do just a little bit deeper dive is.
Well, when they're on the field and it's obviously an arrest in the evening, is us being one of the few agencies that's truly 24/7, is that they can only confirm by teletype for whatever the fugitive division is. And so with it's most commonly name and date of birth, and statistically that should narrow it down, but it's just,
I mean,
because you can't take, or you can't send.
Have mobile apices?
For that, when they get processed in, but that only brings them in for, again, the same name and date of birth, but you can't trade mugshots with the demanding jurisdiction. Because the teletypes can't support images. And so ultimately, it's only what the text is, and that text is the name and date of birth. So.
And on that sense, Judge, would his fingerprint goes with.
That's what and that's why I was, they've got these mobile apices that.
The mobile thing where they could just test him and see if it's his prints or not.
Sure, but the majority of warrants, the way they're sent by teletype, again, a thumbprint can't be imaged in a teletype.
I got you.
So even if, so yes, there is a thumbprint, but there's no way to.
The thumbprint should be able to verify who this person is, whether they have the correct date of birth.
But
mugshots,
but that only corresponds to the warrant for the demanding jurisdiction if they have something to match it against. So that's the issue is, yes, it can pull it up on our side, but it's the same way even for our parole violations is they can't check on scene, especially at 1 AM. That's why we're the second check, is that we're able to verify if there's a thumbprint, mugshot, et cetera.
You're going to be released here momentarily. I'll have Ricardo tell you how to take the next steps though, okay? All right, good luck, Mr. Martinez. Thank you.
I think we still need to approach on a different one from Mr. Diaz, we'll approach soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna just call their main line since the sergeant's not getting back to me. It's like, I'll find it.
Good morning. I have a case that's on tomorrow's docket, but he had felony court this morning out of the same transaction. Can I give you the cause number?
Sure.
254506.
I need one more number.
0.
Eaton?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind bringing them up? We're doing an arraignment. You got it? Okay. Good morning, Mr. Eaton. Sir, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. So the first name is Chase. Is it spelled correctly with a J-H-A-S-E?
It is, Judge.
Okay, please.
Yes, Judge. On December 27th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to an apartment in Harris County, Texas, in regard to a theft in progress. Another officer called out on air that he was in pursuit of a black Cadillac inside the complex. The officer noticed the defendant's vehicle, the black Cadillac, drive in front of him as the officer entered the complex. The officer made a U-turn, aligned himself with the vehicle, and pulled his firearm for a felony stop. The officer gave commands for the defendant, the driver of the vehicle, to step out of the vehicle and remove co-defendants from the vehicle as well. The officer made contact with the complainant. The first complainant stated he parked his motor vehicle in the complex around 8 p.m. with the tires and windows intact, got called by the officer around 2 a.m. and noticed his front right window damaged and all 4 tires damaged. The officer made contact with a second complainant who stated she was asleep when the officer contacted her via her cell phone. She walked to her vehicle and said the tires were worth $1,000. The officer located a black Glock in the back left floorboard of the defendant's vehicle in plain view without a holster, which came back stolen once the serial number was run. The defendant's vehicle was inventoried, and the officer located 2 of the second complainant's tires in the back left passenger seat.
So he was pulled over in a Cadillac.
In the black Cadillac, correct.
The Cadillac was stolen or was not
It
stolen?
was.
Is that his Cadillac?
It was his Cadillac, Your Honor, and
in the Cadillac, there's in the backseat 2 tires.
2 tires belonging to the second complainant.
And then this gun.
And the gun, Your Honor.
The gun stolen. Where was the gun?
The gun was on the back left floorboard of his vehicle.
Was he with anyone else or was he alone?
There were co-defendants as well in the vehicle.
Where were the co-defendants?
Let me see.
And did you say that he's the driver?
Yes, the defendant's the
There were
driver.
3 co-defendants, Judge.
Yes, the
Okay.
defendant was the driver of the Cadillac.
And you have a stolen gun that's in the back left, you said?
Yes, the
Left back seat forward, Judge.
Okay, where are the other co-defendants?
So I'm trying to find in the DIMS,
Take
Your
your, no
Honor.
rush, take your time.
One passenger, 1 passenger in the back seat. The offense report reports that my client was asked to exit first. He exited backwards as procedure, and the other 2 co-defendants remained in the vehicle. And so I saw no objective, any kind of furtive movements, any articulation of facts that would link the gun to my client other than.
Well, that's what
as
I mean,
right.
Are you,
It was in his car, which was under his control. He's engaged in obviously other criminal activity, Judge. I think that's what.
sure, but is there a co-defendant that's sitting right there in the left rear seat.
For the luxury seat were two tires, is what it seems like.
Oh, the time, forgot about the tires.
Yeah. So there's a right
Back passenger and a
Right front passenger.
Yes.
Yes.
It would
And the
make
gun is
sense.
found under the seat of the driver.
Yes.
It would make sense that the backseat passenger wouldn't put the gun, see if he would put the gun where the tires are. You wouldn't expect to see a driver somehow reach all the way to a passenger side. of
No,
the
but I mean,
vehicle.
sometimes you've got it under your seat and then when you're moving, then the gun slides in the back. That's why I was curious as to whether there was someone sitting in the back left, but you've got tires in the back left. Okay.
Slide all the way to the, if there's, my client was out of the vehicle with the other vehicle, the other co-defendants remaining in the vehicle. So there's no actual care, custody, or control articulated in this fact pattern. We're asking for.
Yeah, I get it. I was curious because I wanted to make sure. I think now that there's enough probable cause to go forward, Mr. Eaton. I am going to find there is probable cause, and I'm going to order you as a condition of your bond not to have contact with the co-defendants in this case. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
How old are you?
19.
You're 19 years old. It's not a good start, Mr. Eaton. You know, life is very, very difficult. Being a young Black man in today's society is just even more difficult. And when you tack on all this stuff, does this help or does this hurt? I don't want you smoking any dope. I don't want you using any alcohol. If you don't have a license, do not drive. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
The other two, I'm assuming were arrested as well or no? Mr. Lockwood, are there co-defendants or are there no
Yes, there are,
co-defendants?
on the felony cases.
There are other co-defendants. Okay, I don't want you to have contact with these people. I don't want you to hang around with them. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
What other, did they give him any other conditions upstairs, Mr. Locklear? Like curfew or anything like that?
No, Your Honor.
No. What are you doing with yourself these days?
I go to work. That's it.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
Good. That's a start. You got to find something in this life to do. You ain't got no money. It's going to be a miserable life. This life is a journey. It can be a great journey where you travel, buy great things, fancy cars, fancy vacations, or it can be a rotten toilet of an existence where you're in and out of jail, no money, begging on the street. Don't fall into this life. It's not a good one. I'm not going to put a monitor on him. I'm not going to put you on any kind of curfew now, but I'm going to tell you now, Mr. Eaton, I'm going to test you within the next 2 months. If you test positive for marijuana, you test positive for alcohol or dope, I'm going to lock you up. And I'm going to tell you now, no more PR bonds. I'm going to keep my street safe at all costs. And I don't care who you have here with you. You become a problem, I'm just going to lock you up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You must obtain and have a full-time job while you're on bond in this court. No alcohol, drugs, random testing, no weapons, no contact with co-defendants. Did you run his license, see if he has a license, Alex, please?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
All right, you have a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Locklear, and he'll tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're AWOL and you're playing games, I'll issue a warrant. Do you understand? You're skirting very thin ice. That ice cracks, your butt's gonna freeze. Do you understand? All right. Okay, Mr. Locklear, good luck.
Is that state bond condition?
No, it's with.
Question is, Mr. Proctor, what are we gonna do? There was a walk-in.
Yeah, did he fill an application or no?
You didn't have, you just told him how to see, we'll get back to him. You want me to fill out one real quick?
No, it's late now. It's ready. So do THA for now, and then we can send him home with one.
Okay, because I know you were waiting on all support conditions, all that. So,
Do we want to reinstate you?
Yeah. Coming up. Yes. Hey, look who it is. What do we do with the person who continues to smoke, Anna?
Well,
Ball in
Judge,
your court.
yeah, I'm guessing he tested positive today.
Yes, and I did get a chance to review all of the previous tests that have been lab confirmed. The only two that haven't have been the most recent two. So on his first test, it was above 2,000 in our measurement scale. And it started to lower for the next one after that, down to 125. It went up again on the 19th of December to around 350. And then we have a high jump on the 27th of December where it goes back almost up to 2,000 as well. And then it started lowering, or it got really low on the 23rd. Then the 27th, it jumped up high again.
He's still smoking.
Yeah, essentially.
Well, Judge, if I may,
Sure.
the THC, it's sticky and it sticks to fat. And so it doesn't, it can lower in the urine, but because it's in the fat, when it gets released from the fat, it gets into the urine. So I don't.
Are you saying that he's overweight? Is that what you're saying, Anna?
No, I'm just, all people have fat, and as your body burns it, it doesn't burn consistently, and it's not stored in the fat consistently.
You're killing me. You're killing me. I mean, homeboy's been smoking the whole time since November. We are now in January. He's still testing positive for marijuana.
Okay, and do those numbers, is it THC or does it include the metabolites as well?
That's a question I do not know.
Anna.
Okay.
I think that we've given him a sufficient amount of time for him to not test positive. It's been at least 60 days.
It hasn't been 60 days.
He got arrested November 26th. We're now January 2nd.
Okay, so it's a little over a month. Right, because 60 days from the 26th would be January 26th.
Thank 45 days would be December 11th. Anna.
He was arrested on the 9th.
He's arrested on the 27th, November 27th, right?
So 30 days would be
So
December.
30 days will be what, December 27th?
Yeah.
Hold on a second, let me see, when was the actual day? No, sorry, we gave him a GOB on 11/19.
Okay.
So he comes to court his first time on the 26th.
Okay.
That's when we do the first day. So December 26th would be what, 30?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 5 to 6:37. So it's been 37. All right. I'll give you another week. You got a week. Okay.
Okay, we'll
All right.
see you on Monday, Judge.
I hope you're not using. I'm gonna give you as much time to give you the benefit of the doubt, Mr. Hunter. Don't use. You understand? Okay, man.
Okay, thank you, Judge. We'll see you Monday.
right.
May I be excused?
See ya. Everything okay?
Yes, this is one of our new prosecutors.
Hi. How are you?
Well, Thomas.
Hi, Will Thomas. Welcome. Are you number 2, 3?
We don't know yet.
No.
Well, there are no designations.
But we don't know.
Oh, you don't know more designate, what?
We're just ADA, there's no 2, 3 designation.
We've been splitting the docket alphabetically this whole time.
Really? There's no more designation?
Yeah, so Morgan and I were never like 2s or 3s, we're just ADAs.
Okay, well, I guess, okay. So the only real designation is chief, I guess. Okay, well, welcome. Let's have some fun.
While she's introducing Will, I also am leaving this court.
What?
He's taking my spot. So tomorrow's gonna be my last day. I'm going to DVD.
Around here though, or upstairs?
It'll be a misdemeanor. I just don't know what courts I'm
Great.
assigned to yet.
Job,
So-
congrats, So now 2 are leaving, 1's coming. Are we gonna get another?
Yes, Mackenzie, I don't know if she came by.
Judge wasn't in here when she came, yeah.
She's currently in court 8.
Okay, so we'll have 3 then.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Well, welcome, thanks. Yeah, great.
This is our new friend, We work with each other for together.
You're back.
So I dismissed the EPA.
Yeah.
There was a booking error in the demanding jurisdiction, but it's resolved now and I've dismissed it. However, we are here on Joseph Ginder.
Well, I did want to talk about the
Ginder.
EPA first, Judge. I want to be sure this man's gonna get his money back and everybody's done
Oh.
everything what they're supposed to do.
Are we talking about Ginder?
No, yeah,
DIEPA
no,
first.
DIEPA, DIE.
Yes.
Is it on docket?
It's on today's docket. I got a call number.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Who's this?
This is a gentleman, he needed to go turn himself into Oklahoma.
Oh, is this what you're talking about?
This was the second one I was talking about. So we just got confirmation, or Amy did from the sergeant or the center there.
You're good. Okay.
So,
Great.
I just want to be sure everybody's on board, that everything's in place for him to get his money back, right?
I don't have anything to do with that.
So it's not a warrant. I dismissed it
Okay.
pursuant to self-surrender. So, yeah.
But remember, I don't know what contracts they signed with,
Understood.
so I have no idea.
But he's turned himself in, we've.
They dismissed it, so our part's done.
Got it. Okay, just wanted to bring that to the court's attention. Lock that in. Next one, Joseph Ginder.
Ginder.
Yeah.
Tell me about Mr. Ginder. Is Ginder here?
No.
No, this is the interesting one where Bucks County picked them up like 3 times and keep cutting them loose.
Oh, this is that guy.
And then you gave him an opportunity, said, all right, 3 times, they didn't play ball, it's your chance to go.
Right.
And it is now 14 days and he has not turned himself in. And this was one where you admonished him, Judge, is that it's gonna keep happening to you, and so you turn himself in, and then he didn't do.
So, all right, we revoke it, set it at 0.
I would ask Judge, I was looking to see if I have any communication from him or anything like that. I don't have anything. However, I haven't had the opportunity to reach out to him to see if he's turned himself in. I don't know if you can give me a couple days or at least tomorrow.
No. That should have been done a long time ago, not on the day when you're supposed to turn yourself in. Now, if something comes up in the future, hey, but as far as I know now, I mean,
Yeah, and like I said, I don't have any confirmation that he did turn himself
I
in.
give him a PR bond.
This one.
$300, yes.
Yes, it was very low, but yes.
So on Ginder,
Oh, yeah, PR bonds are $300, that's right, yeah.
Would you revoke instead of forfeit it?
No, for non-appearance, it'd be forfeiting for the code. Because if it's for a reason, for bond conditions, but it's a fugitive case and it's not a criminal case, and so it's forfeiting for non-appearance.
Okay.
I just set it at 0. That's all I don't know. So,
Because it affects his ability to get
Right.
bond if the error comes back, but for FTA under the code of procedure, because of the reason why it's being revoked, or.
so he has an open DWI too. I guess that's gonna get revoked as well?
Wait,
no,
here,
not this guy.
Judge? Oh, he
Yes.
does. He's set to come back on the 31st.
Oh, that's right. He was supposed to, I admonished him about what he had to do. Yeah.
Because if he didn't appear there and there's a revocation here, then that could be the basis for a revocation, not forfeiting, revocation.
Right.
On the DWI. So he'll have a forfeiture and a revocation.
Yeah.
So he'll get, and I told him, you're gonna get a hold. If
You
you,
admonished him. I did.
Yeah.
You did.
Oh, and a separate jury trial.
Yeah.
is that you trying to? Okay,
All right. That's all I got, Judge. Thank you.
It's the last one on docket, so we're good.
Thank you, Judge.
right,
Thank you, Judge. What a fun first day.
done? What are we doing? Who do you have?
Have
Give me a second, I think, was that you trying to get in? Okay, all right, just come back in. All right, I'm waiting for you. Bye.
I'll keep you updated.
Are you expecting Carl? Because I have Carl's trying to zoom in. I don't know.
Because I know we appointed someone with the gentleman in the brown. What's the last name again? Castillo. Castillo.
Right.
It might be for Castillo. And then whatever bond conditions we are gonna do.
Carl?
I'm here.
Hey, what's the word?
I don't know. I got a late assignment on a Noah Castillo.
Okay, coming up, Mr. Castillo. Please. I'm getting a phone number for you, Carl.
Thank you, Judge.
And you're with, she's here with you, okay. This is grandmother's phone number, and she's here with you.
The number I just gave you, that's grandmother's phone number. Do you not have a cell phone?
I do, but I just don't know the number. Can I go on my phone and get the phone number?
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have him call you, your grandmother. You guys need to get on the same page. He needs your cell phone so that he can get in contact with you. I don't play games here, Mr. Castillo. All I care about is my community. I want safety. And if you're gonna endanger it, you got only one place to go. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Carl. You're not to use alcohol. You're not to use dope. And I'm gonna test you in 45 days. You test positive for marijuana, you know exactly what's gonna happen. If you don't smoke as of today, if you don't use any alcohol as of today, everything will be hunky-dory. Otherwise, there's just one result that's gonna happen. And I'm gonna tell you now, if I deem you a public danger, I'm gonna make your bond super high. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge,
Tell me.
Judge, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm looking in the system. It shows that he's on probation.
Correct.
The 230th District Court for a DWI third offense. And he's on the docket there for January the 9th. And I haven't talked to the 230th District Court. I'm not sure if they're in yet or not, but it shows that he's scheduled to go into the SATF program. Because they had it, he was scheduled for a
Well,
motion
not
to
all these
adjudicate.
cases are open, Carl. That's not gonna happen. So we need to figure out something, you know?
Well, I understand that, Judge. I'm letting you know that
Yeah.
that felony court has him on the docket for January the 9th.
Okay.
Yes, and there's a note where the felony prosecutor told that he was set to take a plea sometime this week. So we're to hold our offers until they resolve the felony. So they expect him to take a plea soon.
Got it. Okay, so let's do this. Why don't we set you for the day after?
January 10th?
Yeah, what day is that?
How about the Monday?
Do you want to do that Monday after? The 13th?
That'll be fine.
Okay.
And then we'll know where he's at by then because he's going to court.
We're gonna
on
set your case off that Monday after your felony court date. You're to come here from now and then, stay in touch with Carl to see where we're gonna go. Don't use. If, I don't know what's gonna happen in felony court, but for the time being with us, don't use alcohol, don't use weed, don't drive. You've signed it, he signed an affidavit not to drive, right? Yeah. Do not drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't care what you got to do. I don't care where you have to go. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did he have? My feeling is that while he's on probation, he's probably supposed to have a interlock as well. So I wonder if he had one in the car. Just, we're gonna have you sign a reset, go talk to your lawyer, and then we'll see you on the 10th.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if he's Felicia for bond conditions yet. Yeah, okay. Carl, did you have anything?
No, he shows he's on the docket for January the 9th, and we're resetting this till January 13th.
13th, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Carl.
Judge,
Problem.
I think I caught the tail end of you saying you were gonna give him so much time to test. I can
Yep.
put it in the notes.
So 45. And then, and that's if he's still out. I don't know, because if he goes to SATF, then he'll be in. You
We'll
say-
find out on 13th.
Yeah, you still have who?
Let me wait until Victoria, maybe she's heard something. I just don't know. That was on.
What's the name? Oh, that's just a reset. It's a reset to the 31st. We spoke to him earlier today.
Oh, you did?
To Greg, yeah.
And you have still Mr. Buck out. I know you said you gave him a form.
Yeah.
cut out, But I don't know if you wanted on conditions or whatever.
Yeah. Did you, hey, did you file no, Alex, on Proctor? Did you file no contact and no weapons?
Thank you. I'll see you.
Please. If you need a cause number, let me know. I don't think it's on doc. It's not on docket today.
No, that was one of the forms I gave.
Right.
you.
Judge, what about the one that's in custody, Greg's case, Martinez Alejandro,
If you want to set to the 31st,
January 31st?
yeah,
That's Friday.
I know.
We need to be able to-
Oh, I need to, that's right, because he asked for the bond reduction to 7,500. Yeah, so, right, so 7,505 on one of his cases.
The attorney talked to you about the
Are we done?
Yes, Judge, Mr. D got Fergus. For,
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Hey, guys, good luck. Have fun. Oh, friend. Sorry. Yeah, you too. See you tomorrow.
Judge Proctor in the jury box, so you reinstated, CHA or?
DHA for now, yeah. And then I'm sending him home with an application.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he need to get a reset? The key. Do you need the costume?
Oh, no, I already did that one. He's in from on tomorrow, so.
Yeah, so does he need a reset before I let him go?
I gave it to him and said, let me.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, he has.
Okay, you have it. Okay, you're fine.
now we're just waiting for Mr. Dixon and Proctor, come on up. Copy of the reset in just a minute. So on that day, when your application still.
Okay, great, thank you.
Oh, Judge, were there any bond conditions before he goes?
Yes, they were supposed to file no contact and no weapons.
Pre-trial or the state? The state.
If they did not, then we can just do it with
Okay. Felicia, are you ready?
Felicia.
Let me-
I mean, you got to give her a second, I guess.
Right, man. Okay, just go ahead and have a seat. She'll be with you in just a second.
Guys, you want to come say hello? What's going on with you? What time did you guys get here?
30 minutes ago?
Yeah. Did y'all hit other courts or what?
No, this is it. Thank you, Corey.
You guys got to come early. That's when all the action happens, you know?
We have other stuff going on.
Oh, here, you want some candy? Take the rest.
My son Devin.
Hi, Devin. Nice to meet
He
you.
turned 12.
Nice. I have a 14-year-old at home. So you doing good? How's it going? Yeah, great. You know, just hanging out, doing our thing, trying to keep the streets safe. You're in middle school. How's that going? Take them. Take them. Yeah.
Thank you.
I have many bags. Don't worry. Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Sixth grade, so we got him in basketball for Christmas. So
Great.
he's at home waiting, because we're here visiting.
Sure, of course.
For dad with the chemo and stuff, but we're heading back Saturday, so we'll.
Where's home base?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis. I went to Memphis once. I get there. Oh, yeah. Well, I get there. We hit downtown Memphis and we're just driving through, and I must have been 13 at the time. I look out the window. Someone grabs this little old lady's walking by, and we watch, and someone takes her purse, drags her.
Jesse Proctor?
And we were on the way to the Grand Ole Opry, I think, just to go visit, you know, and we couldn't believe it. We saw she got mugged right in front of us. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's some pretty bad places.
This was downtown, so I don't know how Memphis is now, but
It's good and bad.
is it?
Really good places. You gotta be careful.
And the Opry's still around, right?
Oh.
The Opry?
Yeah, that's in Nashville. That's
You said Memphis. Okay, I'm talking about Nashville then. I was in Nashville. That's where I was. Okay.
So a couple of people said, man, I just wanted to say thank you for all the times together and everything. She loves learning daily from you to take care of yourself. Man.
Tell her thank you.
Lena says, continue to be awesome. You're so likable and awesome to watch. Don't change.
Well, tell all of them hello. You know.
Tell me she they did.
Tell her, you forgot to tell him to be.
Oh, yeah, and they all pushing. Could I get you to come and get a picture with us?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, you're that good.
I mean, she pops into Kathy's chat every morning. Well, not every morning.
How is Kathy? I haven't seen.
Yeah, she
She doing
she's
good?
still doing court files there early in the morning every day.
Look, Mr. Eastman.
He got the.